Hello everyone, my name is Maddie Hinton, although you probably already knew that. Duh! And I work in Grossmont. Yay! Anyway, that was enough of an introduction, so I'm just gonna jump right in. When I reflect on the past 6 months that I've been a CA and I really think about myself and my performance, I think that my most unique characteristics come with my positivity and the fact that I genuinely love people and I love helping people. And this past year has been so wonderful for me because of all the experiences that I've had with my residents that I feel like are kind of behind the scenes. You know, I've had to deal with roommate issues, family problems, relationship issues, and simply just my residents having a bad day. But I think what makes me so unique is my genuinity that I've brought every time someone has come to me with something that's wrong. And you know, I truly love each one of my residents, and I know love is kind of a scary word to use in everyday life, but I think that having an ability to love people regardless of who or what they stand for is really important when being a CA, and I think that's what made me a unique CA. So if I'm rehired for next year, I think that it's this genuinity I have for helping people in conjunction with my positive attitude that's really going to be the biggest benefit for the department. It excites me to think about working with new people next year and getting to be a positive influence on all the incoming CAs, and I really think that I can be an example about what residence life is all about. So I think by being so positive and with this influence that I can make other CAs, particularly new CAs, love their jobs and care about them as much as I do. And if Res Life has a whole staff of people who love what they do, then the positive benefits for the department will just kind of skyrocket. So since it's Valentine's Day, and I've clearly been using the word love a lot, when I read the question, what do you believe is the biggest challenge or problem within residence life and housing, I tried to think about any times I've struggled this year or about any moments I've had where I feel like I didn't love my job. And I tried to pinpoint what it was about those times that made me feel that way. I think that the only times I've had feelings of unsatisfaction have come when I've felt really underappreciated for the things that I've done that are kind of behind the scenes. And I know Res Life is really good about giving recognition for all the formalities of being a CA, like programs and bulletin boards. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I know that these things are important and I understand their significance in our jobs, but to me, I feel like the places that I've been most successful this year, such as the community I've created, the inclusivity I've practiced, and roommate mediations, I just feel like they've gone largely unnoticed, or if they were noticed, I didn't feel recognized. And it's kind of a discouraging thing to feel like you're working so hard, but like your hard work doesn't really matter in the end. So I think next year it would be fun to anonymously nominate CAs throughout the month each time you see them doing something good in their hall. These nominations could come from CDs, residents, or even other CAs, and I don't think that recognition needs to be something gigantic. This is just part of our job, but I think maybe just like a little note in our mailboxes or something to encourage CAs to keep doing the fantastic jobs that they do every day would just be really encouraging and really nice to receive. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know how to transition from that, so moving right along, my top 3 placement choices for next year were Brockton Grove and the Brockton Transfer Program. In case it's not obvious, there's a theme of apartment-style living in the top 3 that I chose, and I picked those because when I was thinking about the email that Leslie sent out where she said, "We are only looking for staff members who are passionate about the CA job and want to improve their performance even further," I started thinking, how can I improve my performance? In what areas can I grow, and where do I think my positive characteristics belong next year? And so then I started thinking, my greatest success of this year is the community that I've helped create in Grossmont. And I think that I have an ability to bring people together and to make people feel included. And given these abilities, I believe I'd be most effective in one of my top 3 placements because even given the individualized nature of the apartments, I really want to focus on bringing that same sense of community and companionship to the complexes that exists within the residence halls. And I'm willing to spend extra time getting to know my residents and also to facilitate them getting to know each other, which I think is equally as important. And I want Brockton and Grove to feel like your neighborhood at home or like a family in the same way that my sweet, nice little 3rd floor of Grossmont feels like a family. And I don't know if there was enough time for you to read that metaphor, but it was kind of weird. Anyway, the end.